Welcome to a groundbreaking and transformative presentation that will revolutionize your understanding and perspective on life's mysteries. In this session, we embark on an exploration into an age-old enigma, a secret preserved through the ages, now unveiled to those with open minds and a quest for truth. Prepare to journey into a captivating realm where imagination meets belief, unlocking the secrets of our innermost eternity. As we seek out profound truths, we will transcend mental boundaries, connecting with a reality far beyond our current comprehension. For generations, scholars of the Bible have pored over the book of Ecclesiastes, engaging in extensive debate and analysis. Yet, at the heart of this scholarly storm lies a veiled verse, a key to unlocking the vast treasury of knowledge. Tonight offers a unique opportunity. Each moment of this video promises to enrich your life immeasurably. Now is the time to broaden your horizons, as we shine the illuminating light of truth on the concept of inner eternity. Seize the chance to embark on this enlightening expedition, and share this video with those in pursuit of clarity and a deeper grasp of their identity and the universe that surrounds us. Together, let's uncover the truths that lie hidden beyond the confines of language and time. As we stand on the threshold of this enthralling exploration, I encourage you to fully engage with this video, watching it through to the end, or even repeatedly, to fully absorb its insights. Remember to like the video, as doing so aids in spreading this arcane knowledge to others in search of enlightenment. Please, share this content with friends and loved ones who also seek to comprehend the enigmas of our existence. Now, we delve into the heart of our discussion. Tonight's subject is a mystery known only through divine revelation, a secret concealed since the inception of time. In a world devoid of mystery, there's no beginning or end, no room for imagination, no need for faith or hope. But, in the appointed time, God reveals this mystery to his chosen apostles, integrated into his resurrected form, tasked with proclaiming the gospel of God. Our focus tonight is derived from the book of Ecclesiastes. My home library is replete with commentaries and interpretations of this book by esteemed Bible scholars, whose opinions often diverge. Yet, it is this particularly contentious verse that I've chosen to discuss tonight, around which all others should despair. The book opens with the declaration, "Vanity of vanities, all is vanity." Nothing under the sun is new, a concept now echoed by modern science. They suggest the entire history of space-time unfolds before us, with humanity gradually becoming aware of its segments over time. Can we declare anything is truly new, when it has existed since ancient times? Memory of the past fades, and future generations will forget those who came before. Ecclesiastes navigates the dichotomies of existence, stating, "There is a time to be born and a time to die, a time to laugh and a time to weep, a time to mourn and a time to dance," among others. These experiences are universal. We are born, we live, we die. Yet, nestled within the third chapter is a verse that stirs much debate among scholars. Here is the verse, "Everything is made beautiful in its time, moreover, he has implanted eternity into man's heart, without enabling man to comprehend what God has executed from start to finish." The crux of understanding this verse lies in interpreting eternity. Rarely do scholars delve sufficiently into its essence. The term rendered as eternity in some translations is depicted as world in others. Digging into the word's origin reveals its association with youth, an interpretation that may baffle many and be outright dismissed by scholars. Consider the possibility that all existence resides within human imagination, capable of encompassing the infinite. Our dreams attest to this, for upon awakening, where did they transpire? I've seen celestial bodies in dreams, engaging with people as vividly as in waking life, all within my imagination. Upon waking, though the external world appears independent of our imagination, does that render our dreams any less real? Ecclesiastes suggests that all of reality is a manifestation of our imagination, continuously unfolding within the collective human consciousness. By simply assuming the reality I desire and aligning my actions with this belief, I've witnessed the materialization of my desires. Repeatedly, I've applied the principle of assumption with unfailing results. When others have sought my help, I've imagined their desires fulfilled. Thus, whatever must transpire in the material world to realize these desires originates from within the imagination. Yet, if we're trapped in a cyclical existence, what significance does it hold if one could perform miracles or gain universal adoration, only to conclude that all is vanity? The preacher hints at a deeper meaning, suggesting the grandeur of realizing life's drama unfolds within our imagination, where we're faced with choosing between life and death, blessings and curses. By embracing this, you can lead a rich and blessed life. However, if at life's end, when our eyes close for the last time, we find it all to be in vain, we wouldn't dwell on its significance. This encapsulates the preacher's message, hinting at a greater truth to be revealed in due time, known only to the Father. In time, what was instilled in mankind's spirit will be unveiled. Allow me to elucidate, for my insights stem from personal experience, not mere theory or conjecture. I share with you a truth profoundly known through experience, surpassing any other form of knowledge. Tonight, you'll hear of my encounters with this remarkable verse from Ecclesiastes' 3rd chapter, a truth initially revealed to you through my words, destined for you to experience firsthand. Here is the narrative. God envisioned his unique Son within his consciousness, for it is his divine intention to bestow his essence upon you. The fulfillment of God's purpose remains unknown throughout eternity until the Son of God acknowledges him as Father. When this divine offspring refers to him as Father, the revelation is so profound that no doubt remains regarding their connection. Let's delve deeper into this profound mystery. I assert that David is the Son of God. The term Olam is introduced in the book of Samuel, amidst a vow by the monarch that the progenitor of the one who vanquishes the adversary of Israel shall be granted freedom from obligation. Upon David's return, victorious over the Philistines and bearing the giant's head, the sovereign, reminded of his pledge, sought the identity of the youth's father. Inquiring of his chief officer, "Who is this young man's father?" and receiving no answer, the king questioned, "O Dagu, who is the boy's father?" Again, no one knew. Thus, the king asked David directly, "Who is your father, young man?" David responded, "I am the offspring of Jesse, the Bethlehemite." The name Jesse connects to the notion of existence, implying, "I am the child of the being known as I am. I am the progeny of the Lord," echoing the declaration in Psalm 2, "I will proclaim the Lord's decree. He said to me, 'You are my son, today I have fathered you.'" David's relationship with the divine is singular and supernatural. He gazes into the eyes of his Father, who is God himself. It is commonly professed that Jesus is the Son, yet I declare that Jesus embodies God the Father. When questioned about the Messiah's lineage, the response was, "the descendant of David." Yet, he queried, "If so, why does David, in spiritual exaltation, call him Lord?" This implies, "my Father." If David refers to him as Lord, how can he be David's offspring? It's because the Son of God was instilled within the human psyche. Turning to the scriptures, we seek the final resting places of David and the Lord. In the 2nd book of Kings, it's recorded that David rested with his ancestors and was interred in the city of David. Nehemiah chapter 3 specifies his burial site as beyond the steps descending from the city of David to the pool gate, near a reservoir of living water. Hence, David was laid to rest at the apex, near the city of David. Regarding Jesus' burial following his crucifixion, it was during the Jews' preparation for Passover that he was placed in a new tomb, located where? In the city of David. The scriptures mention numerous tombs within the city of David, yet he was entombed at the summit, near the descent to the vast reservoir of living water. Present-day excavations across North Africa aim to locate this site, yet it remains elusive throughout eternity. For David's sepulchre lies within the garment you adorn, resting with his forebears. David finds his final rest in the city of David, at the pinnacle leading to the living waters within you. Regardless of your gender, you embody David's father. My personal experience affirms that I am David's father. Rest alongside your forefathers, not your lineage, in the same city as your father, the Lord, also interred. I affirm, you are the Father, you are that Lord known as Jesus, entombed in the city of David. Upon the arrival of the appointed time, you will rise again, initiating a new birth from above. Our rebirth is through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Indeed, Jesus Christ resides within you, as articulated in Paul's 2nd epistle to the Corinthians. we bear within our bodies the demise of Jesus, with the aspiration of manifesting his life within us. You carry his death in hopes of displaying his life through your being. And when he rises within you, you become him. How do you ascertain that Jesus perished for you? How do you recognize that upon his resurrection, you embody him? Through the manifestation of his Son within you, who acknowledges you as Father. When he addresses you as Father, your true identity is unveiled. David rests with his ancestors because the visage of God remains unseen by anyone except his only begotten Son, who resides in the Father's embrace and has made him known. The face of God is beyond our sight, yet his Son can behold him. Thus, it is the Son who discloses you as the Father. In Mark chapter 13, we are cautioned against believing claims of spotting the Christ here or there. Disregard such claims, for our true nature remains unrevealed. However, we hold the conviction that upon his disclosure, we shall mirror him, becoming identical. The moment your Son recognizes you as Father marks the realization of your identity. David sleeps with his forebears because we are all part of the Elohim. Although Elohim is a plural noun, it is interpreted both singularly and plurally. David addressed me as Father, and one day, he will do the same to you. Jesus proclaimed, I have made known your name to those you have given me, and I in them and you in me, that they may be perfectly unified. This revelation was bestowed upon me, transcending logical comprehension. Such profound mysteries defy rational explanation, manifesting in a realm far removed from intellectual grasp. No scholar can grasp this. The lowest echelon identified in scriptures is the eighth, belonging to the world's bright minds. The wisdom of this world is deemed foolish by God, for it is through God's foolishness and weakness that the wise are confounded. While the intellectually minded can dissect, scriptures remain enigmatic until their revelation. Absent personal revelation, the verse's significance would elude me. Limiting Ecclesiastes to a narrative of vanity might lead one to indulge in fleeting joys, for ultimately, all seems futile. Yet, this singular verse imparts the profound truth that despite appearances, we do not perish. We are immortal beings, with David, the eternal Son of God, interred within us. David represents not merely a historical figure born millennia ago, but the embodiment of all human experience across generations, amalgamated into a singular, eternal entity. Eternity, personified as perpetual youth, emerges when one traverses all epochs, eschewing no experience, and can declare, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Having endured every conceivable circumstance throughout our journey under the sun, we awaken to recognize our true essence when this amalgamation of human experience, in the form of eternal youth, acknowledges us as Father. In my journey, I have embodied every conceivable role, blind, deaf, mute, imprisoned, and disgraced, spanning not just this brief temporal frame but across the expanse of my existence, playing every part imaginable under the sun. One night, I celebrated a feast in honor of all the roles I have assumed. I share with you wisdom born from my experiences, and it's entirely up to you to accept or dismiss it. Yet, the events I describe tonight will unfold in your life eventually. There will come a day when David, who slumbered alongside his ancestors, will stir within you. And you, taking on the role of the Father, will awaken and ascend from the cranial tomb, the sacred site of his rest and resurrection, in the city of David. As detailed in the 3rd chapter of Nehemiah, the resting place of David is found beyond the steps that lead from the city of David to the spring in full spurt. Emerging from within, you rise from the grave where Jesus Christ lies entombed. 5 months hence, David will emerge within you, proclaiming, I have discovered David. He will declare, you are my Father, my deity, and the cornerstone of my deliverance. Such a connection is deeply rooted and foretold. For months following, you will encounter the source in the portal of living waters where you were laid to rest in the city of David, becoming one with it. You transition into the everlasting, your odyssey concludes. Hence, it takes time to narrate. Just 2 months back, no insurer would bet on my survival for even a week, yet I remain to relate the saga. It concludes for me, but the tale must still be relayed to those inclined to listen. Thus, I have made my return. Today, I stand as vigorous as I was 2.5 decades ago, embodying the vitality of my younger self at 61. Physically, I am capable of feats that have long eluded me, yet that is now of little consequence. I've come back to reach those willing to listen, whether they embrace or spurn the message, as recounted in the final chapter of Acts, expounded from dawn till dusk, endeavoring to persuade them of the kingdom of God and discussing Jesus Christ, leveraging the teachings of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms to support his discourse. Some were swayed by his words, while others remained unconvinced. This narrative mirrors the journey of all to whom the resurrected deity reveals himself. The patriarchs are now making their return, and you are among those patriarchs. We are the patriarchs with whom David resides. You are his patriarch, a truth known to you only through my disclosures. Yet, there will arrive a moment when you will understand through your own experience. And if you are David's patriarch, as I know I am, we are unified. We echo the sentiment from John 17, I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect. The Old Testament concludes with these words, a son honors his father. If I am a father, where is my honor? Essentially, where is my son? Thus, the Old Testament closes on a note of anticipation, for the son is yet to manifest to honor his father. However, with the commencement of the New Testament, the son makes his appearance. This evening, I have unveiled your true essence. Despite the transient nature of existence, you have the freedom to mold your identity, whether as a sinner or a saint, navigating through this extraordinary realm of dualities. As Blake articulated, I consider neither the just nor the unjust to be in a supreme state, but each to be in states of sleep in which the soul might fall into its deadly dream of good and evil when it departed paradise following the serpent. Thus, until our final moments, we slumber, ensnared in bizarre dreams. We dream of confinement and freedom, of wealth and poverty. And that which we align with, we manifest. Consequently, I cannot dispute the preacher's assertion, yet it concludes with a verse imbued with hope. Without this hope, what significance would tonight hold? The intellectual mind falters in grasping what God has instilled within man. But the revelation has been shared with you. You will not recognize your identity as Jesus until your Son awakens within you, addressing you as Father. This revelation implicitly unveils your true nature. The identity you embrace post-revelation does not deviate from your prior self. Now, however, you embody a far grander self, which is none other than God the Father. Now, let us embrace the silence.